8 o'clock. Nice looking Friday. Beautiful looking Friday, actually. Judy Colella is on the phone. She's written a book called Overcomer, The Journey. And boy, she's an overcomer herself. The book is a novel for young adults. It's book one of the Macdara Chronicles. It's a fantasy series about a boy from 6th century Ireland who finds himself in an abusive modern-day American foster home. Sounds like time travel. Not a good. That wouldn't be too good, would it be? She herself in foster care as a child and was adopted by a loving family. It says in my notes here. She's also a musician and a singer, and so I'm looking for having a chat with her. Judy Colella. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning.
Thank you for being on the air with us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
And where are you? Where are you calling from?
I live in Altamont, Florida.
Oh, you're right down the road.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for being on the air with us today. Now, how much of your past as a foster care child yourself did you tap into, I guess you might say, for the storyline?
Well, as far as understanding the need for stability, there was that. I was actually adopted by one of the foster families when I was 3. And I was very well aware of what was going on. I had a wonderful experience, but because of being adopted, I ran into a lot of other children that didn't have that same kind of experience.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. And do you think it's the norm, or do you think it's the exception?
I think it's the exception. I would say so. That, yeah, most children are placed in good families.
I would hope so. So tell me about your work. Let's before we talk about, tell me about your musician life. Are you a performer?
Well, I was when I was younger, about 1,000 years ago.
1,000 years ago! You were a time traveler.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. And were you making recordings? Were you singing in, like, clubs or colleges or things like that?
Well, I sang. I was a music major at Manus College of Music in Manhattan.
Uh-huh.
And I sang with the Lighthouse Opera Workshop, and then I got into jazz, and I would sing in several clubs in New York.
Uh-huh.
And that was pretty much it. I was getting actually groomed by my vocal coach to sing for Ella, because she liked your voice. Your career was pretty well made, and then I proposed to, and I had to choose between having a family and being a famous jazz singer. And the entertainment is kind of fickle, whereas having a family, I think, is forever. that and don't regret it at all.
You can sing to the kids.
I did, and I do still.
All right. So when did when did you start writing books? Have you always done that simultaneously?
Yeah, actually, I wrote my first quote book. I was in the 5th grade. I was always an avid reader, and I would be in the mood for a certain kind of book, and if I couldn't find it in the library, I could go home and write it myself.
Oh, wow.
So.
And your focus on the children is an important aspect of that, because sometimes people will close their eyes as to the abuse that's going on because they feel, oh no, that can't happen to a child.
Right, and yet it does horribly. So they, and the kids who have gone through that, that's something they need to know, that they don't have to continue to be victims. They can choose to look at things in a different way and make life better despite the terrible things that happen.
A couple of days ago, we spoke to a lady who was very much involved in the whole adoption scene. I can't think of a better way to say it. And it sounded to me that, like, the people who step up to the plate, and I've got some people in my own family who are adoptive parents. I mean, really are heroes to the children who wouldn't have a family otherwise.
Absolutely.
And that's part of what you've incorporated into the book, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
The idea of heroes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because today kids have a rather strange view of heroes because of the media and the movies and such. They see them as everyday people. They have to have some kind of superpower or something.
Yeah, really.
Fancy gadgets or whatever, but they don't realize that it's normal people who are the real heroes.
Yeah, the mom taking you to school, the bringing home the paycheck and all that. Let me ask. Give us a movie trailer version, if you could, of the book Overcomer.
Okay. It starts out. Let me see. How would I do this in a movie trailer? All right, Ireland.
Starts out in Ireland. What year?
Yes. It's 6th century, which should be. He was born in like 527.
Wow.
And someone comes to his home, a bard, who is actually the keeper of the doors at the hub of time. And this boy has been chosen to have a destiny in which he is going to fight a very evil going after his family for centuries. And so he was a druid, this man, and he was hired, quote unquote, by angels to sit at the hub and keep the darkness out, because the hub gives access to every moment in time and every spot in the world. Kian is brought there, and he's brought forward in time so that he can learn to use the sword of light, and so that he can come to present-day America, where a person is going to help him in his final battle against Moloch, who is the evil creature he has to battle.
So what is the evil creature, like immortal? It lives centuries and centuries?
Yeah, it was. You can actually find Moloch.
This is what we don't want. You don't want an evil creature that is immortal. We want an evil creature that can be killed, right?
That's right, right away.
He's banishable for sure, and that's what Kian has to do.
Man.
You can get rid of him, but you'll find this is an actual being. You'll see in various writings from different sources and cultures. He was known as the eater of children.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, and Kian has to
I never heard of this guy before.
Moloch.
Okay.
If you Google it, you'll see who it was.
Okay.
Nasty guy. But anyway, so this is what he has to do, and he has, when he gets to America, this creature catches up with him and gets him put into this horrible foster family where he has to live for 6 years, and he's basically convinced that he's the ugliest person on the planet. They take all the mirrors out of the house, and they convince him that he's ugly and stupid, when the fact is he's probably the most beautiful human being ever born.
I think that happened to me.
Yeah, I've often wondered about myself in that regard.
but I mean, at least he didn't eat him. I mean, he put him with a foster family. That's a little bit better than being eaten, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's, I didn't even want to go into the horrible things that Moloch does, but yeah.
Wow, did you have fun? Did you have, it sounds like a fun read. Did you have fun writing it?
I had a blast. In fact, I wrote the first 4 books in the series within 1 year.
Wow, that's absolutely incredible.
Wow, that does sound pretty quick. It did, so the book, this is the first one. Is that right? Okay, and the other 3 are already done?
Actually, 6 of them are already done.
Wow.
Does he age in those 6 years, or is he because he's a time traveler and from the past, does he stay one age?
The story takes place on a pretty much day-by-day basis, so it actually only covers about a year or two, but because of his time travel, when he uses the hub, he may be gone for a month or two in another time period, but only a few weeks have gone by in the present. So he ages, but not greatly. And then I don't want to give away what happens with the other.
Yeah, no, not a novel. What is hub like an what do they call it?
An acronym?
Yeah, acronym.
No, it's just something because it's like I thought of it as a wheel, like a wagon wheel, and the hub is the very center of the wheel, and then the spokes are all the pathways that go off into the different time periods and places.
Wow.
Very
and there
clever.
are portals within that. So.
Have you been to Ireland?
Nope.
Everybody always says it's so beautiful. I haven't been there either. But.
I know. I'd love to go. I'm actually Welsh and English, so I would love to go over there anyway. But
it just looks like the grass is really green, like the Kodak used in the camera was just a little bit too processed or something.
And yet they say that's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
On my website, I've got a picture of Newgrange, which is it features in the book. So you can see how green it is just from that.
Well, Judy, nice to get to know you. Right down in Altamont. Congratulations on your success. Do you have a website?
Yes, I do. It's www.themcdarachronicles.com.
The Macdara, MACDARA.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? The MacDarachronicles.com. Is the book an ebook by chance?
It's going to be a Kindle book within the next week, I believe. I have it. I started getting the process for that a couple of weeks ago, and they said it wouldn't take that long. So yes, it will be.
That's
and it's
pretty
currently, yeah. In fact, if you go on the website, you can get the link to Amazon for the hard copy, and as soon as I get the Kindle version, I'll put the link on the website for that too.
Okay, I think I heard that dial tone thing, or whatever, that touch tone thing. That means we're supposed to wrap it up. Judy, thank you so much for being on the air with us today, and good luck with everything. And can we go to Amazon and get it as well?
Yes.
Okay. And all the others. I don't mean to pick on just Amazon. All right, Judy Colella, thank you for being on the air with us today.
And thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right, we'll take a break and be right back.
In citrus industry news on Southeast AgNet, Florida's Agriculture Department will pay much of the cost of weather stations for citrus growers and other agriculturists. The University of Florida's Kelly Morgan discusses the cost of the stations.
If you have a current irrigation system, you may want to use their compatible weather station. Those are a little bit more expensive. You can get some weather stations from internet sources that are a little cheaper, but you have to do the installation and maintenance yourself. So the range is somewhere between about $2,000